Today's digital world, we rely on various online platforms to connect with friends, family, and colleagues, stay updated with the latest news, and conduct business transactions. However, these platforms are also prime targets for cyber criminals who uses a variety of tactics to steal personal information, compromise accounts, and commit fraud. So today we will discuss 6 common cyber attacks targeting popular platforms such as LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Amazon. So by understanding these threats and implementing simple security measures, you can protect yourself and your online presence from these insidious attacks. So let's get started with one pixel attack. Now this one pixel attack is a type of cyber attack that uses a single pixel or a transparent pixel in an image to track the activities of a targeted individual. So in layman terms, it is a covert way of monitoring someone's online activities by embedding a pixel in an email or message that goes unnoticed. So let's take a real life example of a one pixel attack on the LinkedIn. Suppose an attacker creates a seemingly innocuous message on LinkedIn, which might include a job posting or a personal message from a recruiter. Now, in this message, the attacker embeds a single pixel, which is invisible to the recipient but tracks their action. For example, the pixel might be embedded in the LinkedIn profile picture or in the signature of the message. So when the recipient clicks on this message or opens the profile, the pixel sends a signal to the attacker server indicating that the message has been opened. Now the attacker can use this information to track the recipient's online activities such as the pages they visit, the links they click, and the time they spend on the website. And this type of attack can be used for a variety of purposes such as gathering information for targeted phishing attacks, gathering intelligence on competitors, or tracking the activities of journalists or activists. So it's very important to note that this type of attack is considered unethical and illegal. And it's important to be aware of the types of messages you receive and to be cautious when clicking on links or opening attachments from unknown sources. Next comes the watering hole attack. Now, this watering hole attack is a sophisticated cyber attack that targets a specific group of individuals by compromising a website they frequently visit. Now, the attacker modifies the website to inject the malicious code or tracking pixels, which can steal sensitive data or install malware on the victim's device. So imagine you are a Facebook user who frequently visit the Facebook website to check your news feeds, messages, and notification. So in this watering hole attack, an attacker might compromise the Facebook website, even if it is just a specific subdomain like m.facebook.com, which is basically used for mobile devices. Now the attacker will add hidden code or a tracking pixel to this compromised subdomain. So when you visit the compromised subdomain, your device will unknowingly download and execute the malicious code or load the tracking pixel, which allows the attacker to steal your login credentials, track your activities, or install malware on your device, all without you realizing it. So in this case, the Facebook website is the watering hole that the attacker used to lure their target audience. And by compromising a website that you trust and visit frequently, the attacker can effectively deliver malware or steal sensitive information from a large number of users. So to protect yourself against this watering hole attack, it's important to keep your browser and operating system up to date. Use strong passwords and be cautious when clicking on links or downloading files from website you visit frequently. Then comes a man in the middle attack. Now this man in the middle attack is a cyber attack that intercepts communication between two parties by inserting itself in the communication path. So the attacker can then eavesdrop on the conversation, steal sensitive information, or modify the content of the communication. So imagine you are an Instagram user who frequently logs into your account from your smartphone to check your feed messages and notifications. So in the man in the middle attack, an attacker intercepts the communication between your smartphone and the Instagram servers. So to carry out the attack, the attacker might set up a rogue Wi-Fi hotspot with a name similar to your trusted Wi-Fi network. Example, Instagram official instead of Instagram office. So when you connect to the rogue hotspot, the attacker can monitor all the data sent between your phone and the Instagram servers. So as you log into your Instagram account, the attacker intercepts your login credentials, which can allow the attacker to access your account, post messages or content on your behalf, or steal your private information. So the attacker may also modify the content you see on your screen, such as showing fake notifications or messages to trick you into revealing additional information. So in this case, the attacker acts as a man in the middle, intercepting the communication between your device and the Instagram server. So to protect yourself against this man in the middle attack, it's important to use secure connections like HTTPS, avoiding public Wi-Fi networks, and be cautious when connecting to unfamiliar networks or hotspots. Then comes clickjacking attack. Now this clickjacking attack, also known as UI redress attack, it's a type of cyber attack that tricks user into clicking on hidden or disguised elements on a website, which can lead to unintended actions. And this can result in making purchases, changing settings, or revealing sensitive information. So imagine you are an Amazon shopper and you are browsing the website to buy a new pair of shoes. So in a clickjacking attack, an attacker creates a hidden iframe. Now this iframe is basically a web elements that allow one page to be embedded within another. So the attacker will create a hidden iframe on a malicious website. Now this iframe is designed to mimic the Amazon website with a buy now button cleverly positioned beneath a seemingly harmless banner or image on the attacker's website. So when you innocently click on the banner or the image, your browser actually attacks or clicks the buy now button in the hidden iframe, which is triggering a purchase on the Amazon website without your knowledge. So the attacker benefits from your unintended purchases, while you may not realize anything is amiss until your credit card is charged or the item is delivered. So in this case, the attacker uses a technique called clickjacking to trick you into clicking on a hidden buy now button, resulting in unintended purchases on the Amazon website. So to protect yourself against this clickjacking attacks, it's important to be cautious when clicking on the links or images, particularly when they're found on unfamiliar or untrusted websites. So additionally, website developers can implement countermeasures such as X-frame options header to prevent their website from being embedded in iframes on malicious websites. Then comes advanced persistent threat attack. Now this advanced persistent threat attack is a sophisticated targeted attack carried out over an extended period by highly skilled hackers. Now the goal of this advanced persistent threat attack is to gain access to sensitive information or system, often belonging to organizations, governments, or high profile individuals. Say in the case of Twitter, an advanced persistent threat attack could involve hackers attempting to infiltrate Twitter's internal system database or employees' account to steal user data, gain control over the platforms, or introduce malicious code. So imagine that Twitter, a popular social media platform, is a target of this advanced persistent threat attack. Now, the hackers, who may be state-sponsored or well-funded criminal groups, have meticulously planned and executed the hacker over several months. Now, the attack could begin with a phishing email sent to the Twitter employees that appears to come from a trusted source, such as a colleague or a system administrator. And the email might contain a malicious link or attachment that, when clicked or opened, installs malware on the employee's computer. Now this malware then grants the attacker access to the compromised computer, allowing them to move literally within the Twitter's network and access sensitive data such as user password, internal communication, or valuable user data. So the hackers might also use a variety of techniques such as social engineering, zero-day exploits, and malware to maintain this persistent access to Twitter system, allowing them to steal data, disrupt services, or modify content over the extended period. Then comes rogue certificate attack. Now this rogue certificate attack, it's a type of attack that exploits vulnerabilities in the digital certificate validation process to create a fraudulent certificate for a legitimate websites. So attackers use these fraudulent certificates to impersonate the genuine website and trick users into providing sensitive information such as login credentials or credit card details. So in the case of YouTube, a rogue certificate attack could involve an attacker creating a fraudulent SSL or TLS certificate for youtube.com and using it to intercept and redirect traffic from unsuspecting user. So imagine that you are browsing YouTube on your browser and an attacker has sent up a rogue certificate for youtube.com. Now the attacker intercepts your traffic and creates a fake version of the YouTube website which appears legitimate. So when you log into your account, the attacker can steal your login credentials and use them for malicious purposes. And to make the attack more convincing, the attacker may use a man-in-the-middle proxy to intercept and modify the content of the website, such as advertisements or embedded videos. And this allows the attacker to inject their own advertisements or malicious scripts, which can steal sensitive information or install malware on your device. So to protect against this rogue certificate attack, it's crucial to use a secure connection, that is HTTPS, when accessing websites, or to verify the authenticity of the website's SSL or TLS certificate. And a legitimate certificate will display the name of the website owner, the name of the trusted certificate authority that issued the certificate, and a padlock icon in your browser's address bar. Additionally, it is very important to keep your operating system, browser, and security softwares up to date and to use strong passwords and multi-factor authentications wherever possible. Thank you.